Well, hello everybody in weight loss land. It is me, Tom, coming to you with a slight update. Well, however, I started to lose some weight. I was walking more, and I'm still walking more, but I'm eating more again. And it's like the medication is like still not adjusted properly, so I'm going through this, whatever it is. But anyway, I'm stable at 225, so I am not going to complain. I really would like to get back to 185, 190. I mean, that is where I was comfortable at, and I didn't have the belly going on, but it is what it is, and I am not going to drive myself nuts over it. I am 55 going on 56, and it is what it is. You know, like, I'm just not doing it. But yeah, my update. So due to financial reasons, I really don't have a lot of money to like go anywhere, but I kind of am in between on what I want to do. So what's happening is I'm going to take a road trip, something I've never done before. Now, my last trip I went to Niagara Falls, Canada, and I realized driving there, my van, a whole tank of gas, 7.5 hours I can drive on a whole tank of gas. So I figured out if I take this road trip, I'm going to approximately fill the van up 4 times. So it's like, okay, in rationality, I know that gas prices may be going up depending on where everybody is or whatever, but I figured it's still going to be cheaper than renting a hotel. So what I'm going to do is, like I said, I'm taking a road trip. I'm going to be living in my van. Never done that shit before. Now, I've been camping in a tent outside, in a cabin outside, in a trailer outside. I've done that. But I have never lived in my van. And I watch a lot of YouTube channels and a lot of van dwellers and people who live in cars and shit. And like, they're doing this all over the place. And it's like, you can drive into a neighborhood and park on the side of the street, providing nobody actually sees you in and parking, and sleep in your car all night long and nobody will bother you. It's a given fact. In San Francisco and California, homeless is like a major catastrophe in California, and so many people live in their cars, in their vans and so forth on the street. So, you know, and that's a lot of people that I do watch, and, you know, and I've been doing this for years, watching them. So I've learned and listened and understood a few things here and there. So let me show you the van, and then I'll get back to this on how I'm going to work this and where I'm going. Okay, so first of all, I bought a new car. It's a CD player. It's a DVD player. It's a backup camera, because my backup camera never worked in the one that I had. And when I go on road trips, like when I went to Niagara Falls, I went through territory where I had no reception on the stereo, so I wasn't able to listen to anything. So now I can put a CD in my stereo and be able to listen to my music, because I have pre-recorded music, which is a good thing. And I can watch a movie. I have a movie in here right now. Road Trip, it's called. So it's like, I'll be able to watch any movies that I bring along, and I can stream from my phone on here. So like, I can watch YouTube videos on here if I wanted to. Not that I would, because it's on my phone. But like, I have a movie strip. Listen to me. I have a movie feature website on my phone that I can stream newer movies on my car stereo, which would be a good thing, because then I wouldn't have to worry about my phone being in my hand all the time. So, okay, that was the major feature of my car. I got a club, because, you know, they're stealing Hondas and Kias because of that TikTok challenge, and my van is a Kia. My year isn't affected. It was the affected years for the Kias that are easily stolen are 2010 and 2021 or 22. And my van is a 2007. So my van isn't affected, but a car thief doesn't know that. So my friend literally had her car broken into, and they tried to steal it, and they fucked the dash up so bad that the insurance company bought her car, literally, and gave her money for her car because they couldn't fix it, because they really destroyed it, even though they couldn't steal it by rigging it to, you know, getting it stolen. So yeah, I don't want to take that chance, so I got the club for that. And now the back, I took my seats out, and I got my back two seats in underneath the floorboards, you know, like they fold up under the floor. So I got them down there. Turn this around again. I bought a mattress. Ow, I'm stuck. I gotta get this thingy out of here. Anyway, I got a 8-inch mattress, a foam mattress that I got back here, which fills up the whole van. I got blackout curtains. The back ones I don't have completely up on the windows properly because I want some light to get in here. And I have these hooked up on suction cups and safety pins. So like on this side during the day when I'm driving, all I got to do is unrelease these, and they just drop, but they stay in place because I got them secured here on the bottom, so they're always in one spot. And all I got to do is take them and hook them right back up as so. And while they're up, nobody can see in here. I got a table. I'm still able to use my console back here, my storage. I got 2 more cup holders over here. This one isn't secured because I opened the door, and I can leave the curtain up like this and it'll just open and close on its own. And if I had that up here like that and I open the door, it would just snap it and rip the curtain. So I leave that undone. And then I got these 2 curtains here, which fold over to hide the front of the car. So I've got a bed on wheels now. And in the process, a battery operated fan, and I have, let me get back into the front. I have a regular fan that I got to plug in. So because of that and my computer, I bought a, let me turn the car off. I got a power generator that I bought for the van. Whew, that's rechargeable by either hooking it up to the cigarette lighter in the car or plugging it into an actual outlet, or I can hook it up to a solar panel and and charge it. Ooh, excuse me. Pollen is really bad around here. I don't know where you're from, but my allergies have been kicking my ass for the past couple weeks because it has been bad. But anyway, so I got the power station going, and I could plug my computer into that. I could plug my fan into that. And I also got a battery powered little air conditioner. It's an air cooler, they call it. You fill the top up with water, and it spritzes water out through the filter area to cool down whatever, you know, it's in front of you. And a couple of the people I watch online, like I said, the YouTubers, they have them in their car, and they said it works good for their car, especially at night when it's warm out. So I got that. I got my generator. I got my fan. I got my battery powered fan. I got my, of course, travel laptop. And, oh, I turned the car off and I left the disc in there. That's no problem. Let me get it out. So, I got a cooler that I'll be able to put ice in and keep stuff cold in here. Now, because I'm not going to stay in hotels, there we go. I'm going to be saving a lot of money on that by living in my van. And I got enough room back there, of course, you know, for my clothes and everything else, that I'll be able to sleep perfectly back there. And the bed is comfortable as shit. And when I'm not using it in my van, I could put that in my basement because I have a futon couch in my basement that needed a new mattress. So that can go down there for my guest. And where is this? Okay, turn that down. So yeah, so I got the mattress that can go down my basement, so that's not going to waste afterwards and so forth. But so I'm getting a Planet Fitness membership, the Black Card I think it's called. So I'll be able to use a Planet Fitness wherever I go, and they're all over the United States now. So I could shower there. They have free Wi-Fi. And I could sleep in the parking lot because they allow overnight sleeping because they're open 24 hours. If I don't sleep at a Planet Fitness parking lot, I will sleep at a truck stop parking lot, which is also free. So I don't have to worry about that. Now, most all Walmarts have overnight parking for free. But some of them, like ours here in South Philly, just stopped overnight parking. So you can't do that anymore. So I don't want to really look at staying at a Walmart parking lot. I'm more or less looking at the Planet Fitness because then I can wake up in the morning. I can go in, get on my computer, do what I got to do, and take my shower. And then I won't have to worry about anything else. And then go on through my day. And like I was looking at places that I'm going to visit, which I'll tell you about just a second. They're like 15 minutes or so outside of the cities that I'm going to be at. And again, if I come to a spot where I'm at a city or a town and I want to stay there closer, I could always look for a side of the street to park on and go to sleep. I got a panic button on my key fob for my van. So I figured I'll sleep with my keys right next to me because if I hear any noise coming under my car, somebody trying to steal my catalytic converter, I'll just press that bitch and that should scare them off because my horn is very loud. So I got that taken care of. The, what else was it? I'm going to be filling up the van with snacks and shit to take with me and of course a lot of water. And of course I'm going to be stopping at Walmart or wherever to eat during the day when I'm there. And so I'm not worrying about any of that. But I'm going to leave. The plan is, I should say, the plan is because I've never done a road trip like this in my life. I'm going to leave here and I'm going to drive to Cleveland, Ohio because I want to see the Christmas Story house. It's up for sale, so I don't know if it's ever going to be closed or not for the public to visit. So I really want to do that before it's closed down. And I figure I'm going to tour a little bit of Cleveland. And then I'm going to drive up to Detroit, Michigan. I'm going to see Detroit, Michigan. And then I'm going to drive down to Cincinnati, Ohio. And I'm going to see that. And then I'm going to drive over to Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm going to see the city there. Now, mind you, I'm not seeing or looking to do everything in every city that I go to. I have a few things written down that I want to see, but if I don't see them, it's all fine and dandy. Like it's a road trip. I'm just doing it. And I could always go back if I find I need more time, or I could even stay and extend my time because I'm in no rush. I don't know how long this trip is going to be. It could be 2 weeks. I don't know. I'm just going to drive, go, sleep over, get up, do what I can do. And if I need 2 days in a city, I'll do 2 days in a city. If I don't, I'll just drive on. So from Indianapolis, I'm going to drive over to St. Louis, Missouri, because I want to see the Arch and see the city there. So, and that's the goal of the whole road trip, is to get to St. Louis, Missouri to see the Arch, because I've always wanted to do that. And then I'm going to come back from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm going to cross over into Kentucky and stop at Lexington, Kentucky, probably. I haven't really looked anywhere else in Kentucky other than Lexington, because that's like kind of in the middle. I'll stop in Lexington, Kentucky, and maybe stay overnight there or whatever. And then I'm going to drive to Buchanan, West Virginia to see my stepbrother. He's kind of like a foster brother. I've known him since I was 10 years old type of deal. And he's like pretty sick. So I want to go see him before coming home. So between Ohio, Detroit, Indianapolis, and St. Louis, and Kentucky. That's 5 states I've never been into. Never been into. Yeah, been to. Get it out. So, yeah, it's a little exciting. And I really was looking at the weather because I was going to leave like the first week in May. But I'm like, oh, my God, nights are like the 40s and shit. And I'm like, I don't want to be freezing, sleeping in my fucking car at night. Where St. Louis has been hot. They're like 50s, 60s at night and like 70s during the day. But Cleveland and Detroit have been down to like 40s and 50s at night. And I'm like, well, no, because I don't want to be sleeping in the cold. So I figure maybe this second or third week in May, I'm going to go and do that because I need to get away. Yeah, with that being said, I guess I just gave a whole mouthful. It's been 15 minutes. I'm going to get off of here, but that's my goal plan. I may or may not do some streaming. I'm going to sneeze. I'm telling you, man, my allergies are kicking my ass with this pollen. Got to take another pill when I go in. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be doing any streaming while I'm on the road or what I'm going to do, but who knows? I may not, but I'm not rushing this trip. I'm just going to go and stop wherever I need to stop and go and keep going from there. This way, because I'm in my van, I don't have to drive 8 hours to get somewhere. Like, it's going to take me 7 hours to get from here to Cleveland, Ohio. That's like the longest route between them all. And I could stop anywhere in between there if I want to. And maybe stay over in Pittsburgh before I go to Cleveland. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, which I've never been to. Maybe I'll stay there overnight before going to Cleveland, Ohio, just to get a break in between. Because other than that, the rest of the stops in between the cities is like 4 or 5 hours. And then West Virginia to home is like 6.5 hours. So it's like, I'm going to take my time and just do what I'm going to do along the route and take it from there. Sounds like fun. I've never done it before. And since my van is in great tip-top shape, I'm doing it. Now the sun's gleaming in my eyes, so it's good I'm getting done here. Ooh, it's bright too. All right. Bye for now. Hope everybody's doing well.